Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We really want to thank Dave Hadjic and Christine Hatton for joining us here on the Lions Den, your new head coaches of the UCCS baseball team and women's lacrosse team, respectively. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Lions Den. Now joining us here on the Lions Den are our analyst and expert, David Olson. Wholesome David Olson, coming in to run things.
Yes, I am. As always, I am pretty happy to be here.
Hey, pleasure before business. How you doing, David?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself, MJ?
Doing well. How was the weekend?
It was a lot of fun. I ended up actually taking some pictures of the track teams up in Boulder. So,
good.
Yeah, I actually got to saw them compete. Or see them compete for
the first.
I saw them.
Yeah, you saw them.
I did. Yeah. So that was it was good. I haven't seen them in a while, so I was happy to be there.
Very cool. Well, well done to incorporate the pleasure with the business.
Yes.
That's what we're going to talk about a little bit today, right?
Let's talk about track and field.
So we're not just talking snapshots from the website here. I mean, you were there. You saw the events.
Yeah.
You were there live, taking pictures, witnessing all of the results.
Talking to the athletes, it made it a lot more real. Yeah, it was a good experience.
So who'd you talk to? Go ahead. Now's the perfect time to name drop for us.
Everybody.
Everybody.
The person that I was not expecting to see there, and I was really surprised. Kim Catlett was there.
Kim Catlett
as an athlete. Yeah. So she was in the long and the triple jump.
Wow, really? From the UCCS volleyball team.
Exactly.
Right? One of the best UCCS volleyball players in program history.
Yeah, and she used to do track back in high school, so I think she is officially on the team now, competing for us.
She's a natural.
Yes,
How'd she do?
Well.
Let's talk a little bit about that. You're going to drop that name. We need to know how Kim Catlett is doing.
She did pretty well. I think volleyball is kind of more of her thing, but she was happy to be out there, and that's really all that matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
But we can get into some other performances if we would like.
Yeah. Who'd you talk to? I mean, I don't know if it's a name drop or not a name drop to say I talked to everybody. That's either a huge name drop or not one at all. But I'm going to need some actual more specific names other than Kim Catlett.
Okay.
Who else you got? Who'd you talk to? Who are the notable names and the notable performances of this past weekend? Because there were quite a few.
Yeah, we had some really, really good performances throughout the weekend. So Kyle McCloskey and David Camayo did really,
Who's that?
really.
I feel like we've never talked about David Camayo.
I know. He's it's a new name.
Another stellar week for David Camayo.
They did really well in the 1500 though. In fact. Kyle moved up on the all-time UCCS performance list to the number 2 spot.
Second.
Yes, so he is the second fastest. That was the second fastest 1500 time in UCCS history.
You know, I hate to jump in, but I feel like week in and week out we keep talking about these top performances in program history, right? I mean, it seems like our athletes keep topping ourselves, and they keep getting better and better.
They're getting better and better, yeah. And, well, Camayo is currently third on that list after this weekend's performance as well. So
we just had the second and third best performances in program history this past weekend in Boulder. And you saw it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Something I do want to note because Mish pointed this out to me.
Coach Mish,
yeah. The only runner that is faster than them, so the number 1 spot on that list
is me.
But
they didn't record mine officially.
Close. I was actually Moses Tomb.
Moses.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only person that's ever been faster than him is Moses.
Okay,
that is very interesting.
Moses was actually he was the NCAA Division II national champion in the event back in 2005.
It's hard to top Moses.
Yeah, so obviously he was very, very fast, but Kyle and David Camayo are not too far behind him.
How far do they need? How much do they need to get there?
I don't know what Moses Tomb's best 1500 time was.
We're gonna have to do some research.
I will. I can get that. I can get that for you next week. I just want to know
if they have a legitimate chance of topping Moses and going in the record books as number 1 all time.
I don't think that they're too far off, but again, I don't have the numbers, so I don't want to say. I can't really say
only
any
facts
specifics.
here on the line.
Exactly.
So we'll bring you those facts next week. We'll have all that. Ready to go.
So I will just kind of keep going through the I was obviously very excited to see it. We had a handful of other people in the 1500, so I'll just go through them really quick just to save some time. We had freshman superstar Willie Moore. He was in the 1500. Seth Polich, Travis Anderson, Will Meekum, Nick Baca, Derek Tao, and Christopher Clements. All ran the 1500. Yeah, they all did pretty well. I would say Corey Brown's run in the 3K this weekend.
Corey Brown doing big things again.
Yeah.
That's great to hear because he really just became active a few weeks ago, and he's already had what one could consider some great success early on.
Yeah. So, again, going back to the program list, he ran the 5th fastest time in UCCS program history. So, obviously, very, very good performance. And that being said, he didn't exactly have the best conditions for it. So, again, I think Coach Mish was pretty happy with all of their performances.
As he gets back into the groove of things, gets more and more competitive and active, wouldn't you anticipate that those times start dropping and the performances get even better?
That is the idea, yeah.
We haven't seen him plateau by any means, right?
No. I mean, the only thing that would really prevent a runner from getting faster is if they are dealing with like injuries or if they get sick for some reason. But otherwise,
he is not on either one of those.
He is not on either of those. So I think he's very excited to be out there, and I'm happy to see him.
I'm excited to hear it too, because that's a name that we keep hearing about, and it seems like we're going to keep hearing about that.
Yeah, exactly. So again, the men did pretty well this weekend. They actually they're not really doing much this upcoming weekend. But after that, they will be in San Diego.
Well, they're tired from all the domination, right?
Yeah, they just kind of need a training block at this point. So they will be at the Triton Invitational.
Where, San Diego?
San Diego.
Okay, so not this upcoming weekend, the following weekend.
Exactly, yeah. But the women will be in California this weekend as well. So we have so we have both teams going to California just at different times. So let's get into the women's performances from the weekend. Molly Klotz, I would say that was probably the most notable performance from
Another
Saturday.
Lions Den alum.
Yeah, so she was in the 400 hurdles and did pretty well. She ran 62.88, which was just shy of getting that provisionally qualifying time. So she's about half a second off of that.
Half a second?
Yeah. Again, I think her
close.
coach is still pretty happy about it. He, according to him, at this same race last year, and again, she's a conference champion, so she knows
what she's doing.
She's pretty good at it. Yeah. At that same invitational last year, she was at 63.91. So she is faster now than she was a year ago.
Okay.
And I think if she can knock half a second off, she will get
half
that
a
Provo.
Second? That's so quick. That's like that.
Half a second. Yeah. It does not take much.
She can do it.
Yeah. So and then from there we just had a handful of girls competing. They didn't really put a huge emphasis on this race again because they're going out to California. Well,
gearing up for this weekend.
This Thursday, a couple days from now, they will be racing on Thursday night at Azusa Pacific. So, very exciting stuff.
Have you been there to Azusa Pacific?
Yeah, I raced there last year.
You did?
Yeah.
How's the campus? Or is it on campus?
Yeah, it is.
Right on campus.
It's Azusa Pacific is a beautiful campus.
Can you see the ocean?
No, you can't see the ocean. It's a little east of LA.
That's probably better because if I just was looking at the ocean, I'd get a little distracted.
One of the races that they're going to, the Beach Invitational, hosted by
the
Long Beach State.
You can't call it the beach and not be by the beach.
I did not actually race at that one, but we went and kind of hung out and just watched other people
compete.
I
would do too. I would just go and watch.
Their track is on a cliff that overlooks the ocean.
Sounds dangerous, David.
It's not that close to a. It's not that close
Nobody
to a cliff.
Runs off.
No, I don't. You'd have to really try to do that. But gorgeous campus. I think our women are going to have a lot of fun out there. Hopefully bring back some good times too. I know Chantel is in the 5K, so she's looking to. Again, she's already provisionally qualified in that event, so she's looking to lower that time. So we'll see that on Thursday night, along with. A handful of other women competing.
Those are the names to look out for?
Yeah, exactly.
Chantel Fondren and a handful of other women.
Yeah, Kabaski sent me a list, and basically I think that they're going to just kind of put people in races. They'll decide that once they get out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, clear plan of attack.
Yeah, but his exact words were, the goal is to run fast and compete well in some big meets and not get stuck at LAX.
So that's what's different from this game plan from most game plans, right? Because every other game plan should be pretty similar, except getting stuck.
I love that he included the plans for getting through the airports, but relevant information.
You got to count on the travel, right?
Exactly.
Always delays there at LAX.
Yep.
All right, Mr. David Olson, appreciate you coming in here and running things once again. You gonna go there to California?
I will not be going. Nope.
Okay, that's okay. But you're still going to report next week on all the results for us.
Yes, I will.
All right. Our expert here, wholesome David Olson, running things. We got more to do here on the Lions Den. When we come back, we're going to talk your UCCS softball scene and your UCCS men's and women's golf scene. All that coming up right after this.
At the University of Colorado, we award more than 15,000 degrees each year. We've developed nearly 2,000 bioscience innovations. Our community programs serve more than 1 million people in Colorado. Our research has created over 150 companies, and we've partnered on more than 75 space missions. We are 4 campuses, united in making a difference.